Okay, yeah, they're going for 17K right now. A little over 17K. Really stupid. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. But this Northern shit's not cheap. Yeah, everybody and their mom's buying it. But it shouldn't take many to get to rank 25, I wouldn't think. How many to buy? I'll buy 25. That'll be, 30 whole gold to maybe hit rank 25. Good night. Boy, I know this internet connection here at work was shit lately. I don't fuck Spectrum. Fuck them, fuck them, fuck them. Oh man, I'm dropping frames like crazy right now. I think it's stopped. It looks like it's stopped, but it is not. I dropped over 1,600 frames starting right out. Can't do that right now. You're slow. You're slow. Hey, I got new Twitch followers. Oh no, that's a new Twitter follower. Wizard was an ass. Okay. Nobody can hear you, John. That's kind of sad. I don't have it set up right.
I don't know. I saw
There we
freshly
go. Now
spawned
repeat it,
herd
John.
before, and
People
it's
can
like,
hear you
oh,
now.
you can't do that right now. It's freshly spawned, though. The fuck?
It's like when you kill a creature and then you go to loot it and you're just like, it's like you cannot loot this, and
Yeah.
then it despawns, and you're like, my loot. But turns out there was no loot. It's just the
Yeah.
game was like, oh, there is loot there, but there wasn't.
It was like that
But freshly
fucking
spawned herb should give you, at least one piece of herb. But no,
that
no,
fucking
it
chest
lacks.
earlier with
You would think.
fucking moth that has to dust you
Oh,
or
you wanted
whatever.
that one piece of herb. Well, no. Wait,
I got what you need.
What the hell is that rare? I want to kill that rare. Where is it?
Look at your map.
Well, I'm afraid that's what's not going right. Because I am looking at my map. Is it up?
Do you use rare scanner?
Oh, it's in here. Ooh,
John, if I
7%
get my
on the enemy. Okay, well, that was a close one.
John, if I get my hat for 100 gold, I'll be happy.
Okay, there you go.
That would mean that you got it for way cheaper than I did.
Gonna be close.
I almost have enough for a Shadow Flame crest. And I already have 2 of them. That's gonna be my 3rd.
I shall take a break and do more.
Also, goodness, now that I've so okay, here's a thing, and you're gonna feel free to call me stupid for that. I didn't know that there was like a one-time purchase of like you spend some metal and you get points for your profession at the consortium seller.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
not stupid. Like you
No,
don't know
it's
until you know, right?
yeah. I didn't know. I was like, oh, I'm guessing I can buy those. So I guess I can do that. Oh wait, they're one time. Oh wait, they give 15.
Buy them all.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. You
Buy
buy
them
them all.
all.
And
Okay,
you also get massive gains from renown rewards.
yeah, yeah. No, I already
Uh,
got
it-
all those. Well,
like
most of
there's
them.
a bunch of stuff. Like if other than the vendor and renown stuff, I actually track mine using a weak aura that's really useful.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
Because some stuff it's useful because you can find out exactly where one-time treasures are, where
Oh yeah.
like how many weekly
Yeah.
points you have, where the weekly points exist at, uh, where the
So
most
you can
effective
only
way to
get a
do the
certain
consortium
amount per
quests
week.
is. No, it's not that you can only get a certain amount of week. It's that um, there are quests and points that exist that you can only have a certain amount of week from. So
When
it's
John
so
gets
like
going, he don't shut
if you
up
did all
sometimes.
the quests and got all the points from the weekly stuff, but you still had static stuff like one-time treasures or stuff from doing renown or something like that, you could do that too, and it wouldn't count towards that total or anything. It's just that certain things are limited.
John, can you make the cooking tool and stuff?
I sure as fuck can.
Yay! All right, I'll put in an order
I
for it in a
imagine
minute.
you can make the hat, right?
Not blue level.
Really?
Yeah, really. I'm lazy.
Okay. That's fine. Well, I can make it for you. I don't mind. You know me. I just thought that like it might be something that you hadn't made yet, and
Nope.
that you could make, and that you could get a point out of or something.
Nope. Have I mentioned to you that I'm lazy?
You have mentioned that.
Okay, just making sure it's getting through.
Good fortune to our friends.
All right. Also, goodness, I'm getting like max rank mythic sapphires, Queen's ruby.
Yep.
Pretty nice, pretty nice.
Big money, big money.
Big money, big money. Like large clumps of. Damn. All right. My bag is almost full just from like being here while talking to you guys. Let's go.
That's how you get that money. That's right.
That's right. That's right. Making that dough. Another bunch of Zerlic spore things. Nice. Oh no, wait, I don't want to be here. That's a lot of baddies. They interrupt me getting
How
stuff.
you doing?
But yeah, no, with all that all those points I got, with those 45 points, I maxed out the entirety of my mining process. I'm finishing up maxing out all my metallurgy, and then everything else from now on is gonna go in mastering the elements.
That's good, because like the element, I would have gone for the elemental stuff before too much into your metallurgy. Uh,
I only had like a couple more points of the draconium left, so
yeah, and that's
yeah.
fair. And like metallurgy, so the chief rewards that they really give you in metallurgy are the ones for
We will not repeat
uh
our history.
refining, and refining aren't refining just it's not good, unfortunately, but it's also going to give you a crap ton of stats, which
Yeah.
crap ton of
Thank
stats is
you for
good.
sharing.
If I remember correctly, the end one, yeah, for refining, small chance of fighting rousing essence.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yep.
Oh, what do I need?
yeah, that's just it. Unfortunately, the small chance is not enough to make it profitable. That is just not how
12
it works out.
marine breath or and
I can
15.
do
Okay.
anything.
I just thought of this.
Don't hurt yourself, but carry on.
I can't send gold back and forth between this character and the others, can I?
Probably not.
That's yeah.
Well, I mean, try it, because maybe.
Not
Well,
optimistic here.
let us proceed.
Yeah, changing faction is gonna cock you in terms of inter character relationship.
It's gonna fuck you in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
You could also, I guess
can always switch back.
you could also, you could also set something up on a neutral auction house where you
Yeah.
make a purchase for like a gray item for a stupid amount of gold or something like that.
Yeah.
But
Then
you'd also
someone
wind up
takes it.
losing gold to the auction house cut and that kind of stuff.
Yo, no. Oh, what the hell is that? What are those? They are very angry fire dogos, and they just ate my ass raw.
You will do
Which
What is that?
draconium's still cheap?
Why is it blinking? Oh, wait, do I have...
I wouldn't expect that to last for two reasons. One, it's going to be used in a lot of upgrades people are about to be making, and two, people are going to probably start
What's up?
prospecting it for gem dust again.
Really?
Yeah, like right now, not too many people have done it yet, and I've got a fuck ton of gem dust just waiting. Not too many have done it because the price of gem dust isn't horrible. Like it's nowhere near as good as it was before the gem dust boom, but it's not horrible. But like only a few people have the Draculist recipe. The more and more
Yeah.
people get that, I mean that's 50 per plus all these people that are just now taking a look at their BIS list. They're not finding it yet, but like the amulet's going to be best for like
well.
80% of classes and specs until like a mythic perfect stat ring, which most people aren't going to be able to get. So there's still going to be people doing unstable elementium. I'm still doing that with people. So I I really do expect Gym Dust to take a turn,
I think
and,
it's funny
and that
how
that makes the entire fucking market rise.
earlier I was seeing people bitch and whine about the lore about how the Earthen Ring was nowhere to be seen. There's literally 3 of them standing right next to the main area in Loam.
Yep.
Monkey brain.
Yep, monkey brain.
I hear if you chill those, they taste good. Never tried it
Yes.
myself.
Yeah, no, same here. Coveted bubble exchange. Oh.
Now.
Oh wait, the bubbles you can use to buy mounts? Okay, well now I care about them.
You can also use them to buy the coins, which you can use to buy the crest, which you can use to upgrade your gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I knew
I got a
had...
guild order for the rolling pin.
I have 8
All right.
unlimited
Hopping over to
weapons.
make it.
And one for the hat. Now, how do I use this hat toy, John? Do I just click on it while I'm doing it, or what do I do?
Yeah, you just click on it, and then you can craft, and you will immediately notice the difference in craft speed. Like craft 10 of something without it, and then put it on, and craft 10 more, and you'll see
Oh yeah,
it's
no, I
dramatic.
believe you. I believe you. I'm just making sure I've got it on a bar where I can click on it. Now I have to actually go learn how to cook. Because what's my cooking level right now? 1.
Of course.
Simply unacceptable. Do better.
We will not repeat our history.
Have I mentioned that I'm lazy?
Yes. Do better.
All I need to.
Go.
Yes, you know, there may have been a mention of that.
Yeah.
Mights and maybes, do not put food on the table.
I'm curious to see if I can send shit between my characters.
Probably.
I mean, we're in the same guild, if that means anything.
Well, it's more than that. Like, I know that there are some things that you can send across anyway, so I kind of expect you can, but
You're already on that quest. I am not on any such quest. Am I?
Yes, you are.
I'm... Return Shuridan's haste effect. And the dragon's get... Oh, wait, what? Where's... Track that quest. Where is it? It says it's in Loam. Oh wait, there's a... over there, but no. Apparently I have something to give to someone somewhere.
I was able to send gold over to it, so that means I can send anything. That's nice.
that's great.
Was able to send over 100K. Didn't prompt me or anything. Okay.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Now, it will mean
good
that
with it.
it will mean that your crafting market's going to suck. And it will mean that like there are going to be times that you're not going to see the best crafting orders. So you may have to like sit in alliance trade or be tipped off to
Yeah.
someone by us. I've been sitting here all day going, man, there's another order that Cricket could have had.
Yep. So you can order cross faction, you just can't communicate to where you can order, like that. So you have to have the alliance character to.
Yeah, exactly. You just have to be able to talk to them, which is why so many have characters on both.
Oh, it's only rank 4. Oh no, it's rank 5.
I was gonna say no, it's not.
It come up as rank 4.
Yeah, sometimes it bugs a little bit. surprised it was rank 5 because you only gave me rank 2 mats,
Well, you,
and it was an inspiration proc.
you didn't say it had to be high end.
That's true,
It's your fault.
but you may as well max it out.
I'm gonna save some gold, John. God.
Aren't you? Money. Alright,
You seek
I'm
knowledge.
gonna have to head out.
Bye.
All right, man. We will catch you later.
Grow
Yep.
in wisdom.
Bye.
Das Vidanya.
Bye bye. How expensive are cooking recipes right now, I wonder.
I'm betting not too bad. Or unless you're talking about stuff off the auction house.
Yeah, no. Is there a cooking vendor? Or is all this shit like just whatever?
Yeah, it's the same person that teaches you
Our
cooking.
flight
Oh, I
has
see that now.
much to
Okay.
offer.
And then on top of that, you have oh, what the hell is it? So there are some fucking recipes. In fact, most of the cooking recipes. So you do have some from the vendor, then you have some that you get from the auction house that you could actually go buy or do a bunch of rep stuff for, but I imagine you're not going to want to do that.
Nope, I'm lazy.
But that stuff aside, you also unlock them just by actually cooking. So if you look at the recipe that you're going to try and craft, there will be a line, be like the last line, or maybe it's just in the text, I forget which. But as long as you can learn recipes from crafting that recipe, it will tell you that you can learn it. And then at a certain point, you can't learn any other recipes from it, and it won't tell you that anymore. It's not really clear. Like, you actually have to read it. It's not like they put like a big notice and an exclamation point or something, unfortunately, but it is what it is.
What's the best enchantment for that? Resourcefulness for my
Yeah,
cooking tool?
resourcefulness.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, that's the only thing that matters and that you can really put on it.
That's kind of what I thought too. I just
Come see me again.
User.
Our flight has much to offer.
I need lava beetles. The fuck is a lava beetle?
It's something that you gather using herbalism, so you'll find it on the auction house, and it shouldn't be
yeah.
expensive.
And salt deposit, salt. That's yeah. I actually had salt deposits on my pally. I can say a little bit there.
Yeah, not surprised.
Now that I know I can send stuff over freely. Not gonna lie, I was a bit concerned that I wouldn't be able to send stuff between my characters.
I bet you didn't even think of that until you
Nope.
turned around and went, "Oh shit!"
Yep, that's exactly how I was when I was at the auction house. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm not gonna be able to send shit between my characters. Didn't even think about it. But that was also why I bought 3 faction changes too, in case I needed to swap
In case
another
you
one
needed to go back
over or
or-
swap back. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could always go to dwarf because I said I was going to min max. I'll go dwarf. I'll be a dwarf hunter. You remember the website Female Dwarf?
I don't.
That was one of the first hunter simulation sites. Was femaledwarf.com.
Yeah, I don't remember. I remember Big Red Kitty.
No, see, I don't know that one.
Are you kidding me? He was the
Nope.
biggest hunter blogger forever and a day.
Nope.
Big Red Kitty. He was a BM hunter back in I think he played through Kata, and then he left the game, and then he came back and blogged again for a very short time, and then he left the game again, supposedly for good again. I don't know if he ever came back again.
Nope, the only famous hunter I knew of was well, still know it was Roger Brown, like first famous. Of course, he is the most famous hunter. Is probably Roger Brown. Roger Brown's smart. I need to watch him more on Twitch. He's probably getting ready for the world first race. Holy shit, that chef hat's fast. Son of a bitch, John.
Yep, that's what makes it worth it.
Holy fuck.
Like if you are crafting, if you're cooking without that, you may as well not be
Seek
cooking.
knowledge.
Yeah. That's insane.
Come see me again.
God, can you combine that with the file?
No,
Oh, okay.
or rather you can, but it doesn't change the effect.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't make it any faster, does it?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was my first thought too, because I had files on me for other stuff, and I was like, well, shit, hold on, click.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I just wasted a file. But they're cheap, and they're cheap to make, so I didn't care.
Yeah, and this hat lasts as long as you're doing it, right? Like it doesn't.
Yeah, you don't have to reapply it or anything. It just stays on.
That's amazing.
Yep. It is fucking worth it.
This leveling up's cheap too. Just a bunch of the thingies and some maybe meat to level up there. That's easy.
It gets to be a bit more than that when you start going up, and you really do have to max it out, because that's how they make it where you get as many items from the cook as you're supposed to, which is kind of dumb, but it's what they decide to
We
do
have
with
been
it.
scattered so long.
Well, I mean, they can't make it too cheap. I mean, it just.
They could.
Nah. Blizzard.
It's not really
Not
about
all
making it
were
cheap,
made
though.
with
It's about like
knowledge.
the fact that it says, "Hey, cooking this recipe will provide you with 4," and then you don't get 4, and you're like, "Wait, what the fuck?" And then you read the fine print, it's like, at max level.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't even think it technically says that. It says based on your cooking
Come
level
see
or
me
something like
again.
that, and you're like, motherfucker.
Mm.
So I've got to cook all this shit and not get what it's supposed to give me until I get to the level where it will give me that.
I get it. I don't like it, but I get it.
But I get it.
Yeah. Where the fuck do I get a pebbled salt rock? Is that auction house?
No, that's a
Our
it's a
flight
cooking
has
recipe.
much to offer.
So the rock
look.
salt. Wait. The thing that, yeah, the pebbled salt rock or whatever the fuck is.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you combine it with the thing, and
Duh.
you can actually make money doing that even. But that's a bitch to make money with. You're not making much.
We have been scattered so long.
That's handy though. Okay. Be a master chef in no time.
Abso-fucking-lutely. And some of the recipes, I mean, you really do make sense. Oh, fuck yeah!
What'd you do?
I finally sold my my polymorph turtle recipe for 200K.
Jesus.
Do you seek knowledge?
Making money.
Breakfast of Draconic Champions? What? Alright, so now I literally have to buy recipes to get my skill up higher than 50. Don't I?
Double check that. You probably do, but double check that that all your recipes don't also make you learn other recipes.
Well, oh, I know what you're talking about.
Because like some of those can also be used, and it's a pain in the ass. I get it, but you know, once again, Blizzard wasn't the nicest to us when it came to leveling cooking. But I'll tell you, it's probably the easiest thing to get into and make money, aside from maybe tailoring or something with cooldowns in addition to tailoring, like alchemy.
I don't see anything for us learning recipes. Like I don't. You know.
I don't know. I know that I know that that's the case. That when you click on the recipes, it should tell you that you have a chance to learn.
Not on anything I already know. Oh, okay. Scrambled basilisk eggs. You may get a new recipe while cooking. Okay.
Yeah, that's how it.
That's
how
the
it's
only
supposed to
one I
be.
got that lets you do that. Okay.
And I'll tell you what, damn near all the ones that you learn also can teach recipes, and sometimes they'll be able to teach you more than one recipe. It's a convoluted fucking system,
You would
if
ask
I'm
something
entirely
of me?
honest.
Well, you see, I wouldn't expect it any other way.
I mean,
You know.
fair. You know, it is fucking Blizzard, so who's fucking surprised that, you know, they said, hey, let's make someone bang their head through a wall.
There is a
Yay, wall bang. It's always fun. Need more maybe meat. Maybe meat's cheap, but
charmed.
Yeah, most of the cooking ingredients are. The fish have started to climb. Some of the other ingredients have started to climb, but that's literally because of what some of the recipes have been doing.
fuck it. I'm just gonna buy 10K maybe meat.
That's a lot of maybe meat.
Well, it's only 2 silver per.
Fair. I don't know if people are making money at that price.
I think that's what it vendors for. Yeah, the vendor price is 2 silver.
Go.
So they're actually losing money by the time the auction house gets their part too.
Yeah, it always surprises me when people do that.
I'm not surprised. People are stupid. A lot of times people just don't want to take the time to pay attention. It's really that simple.
We will not repeat our history.
God damn it. This stupid ass bug.
Thank you for sharing.
What bug? In-game bug or actual bug?
No, I've been having this on multiple characters today. One of them, it was because of someone's specific fucking craft order. For some reason, it would do this. It like all of a sudden it nothing was interactable. You couldn't craft the order. Anything you touched, like there was no bar to bring it out, and like if I was mounting that kind of thing, and it would just bug the fuck out of the entire fucking game. So I'd have to close the game, and then I couldn't get on the character for like another 10 or 15 minutes or something like that, because it would just tell you that character already exists, which means the server thinks that you're still logged in, which is fucking stupid.
Yep.
And I just started having that on my druid, and I have no fucking clue why. There was no craft order or anything involved there, so.
Oh shit! I just made all those damn bossless eggs, scrambled bossless egg. Apparently, you can only learn one recipe from it, because after that, that goes away.
Yeah, I would absolutely watch as you're making it.
I did. I
Because,
learned the recipe already. Yeah, I learned one
well,
really quick, but that one
well,
doesn't
no,
teach
what
you
I mean
anything.
is, but what I mean is, it'll tell you in like the text that says that it will teach you a recipe goes away.
Yeah,
So that's
what I'm
what I
saying.
mean. Cause okay,
Yeah, but I just made a shit ton of them before I realized that it went away.
yeah, those might sell. No, those aren't gonna
No,
sell
they're not
properly.
going to sell. I don't even know where the fuck they went. I was just going to vendor them. I can't fucking find them in my bag. Oh, okay. It's just one stack at the.
May your feet find good trails.
So I guess I do need to buy a recipe now.
You would ask something of me?
What's a good recipe to buy, John?
Yes.
That's not helpful.
And yet,
Just buy this cheap one for 800 gold.
that probably work. I would.
Churn Bill ET.
Honestly, I'd buy as many of them as you can, just
Well, yeah.
because some of them, some of the recipes are used in other recipes, including the feast. So like, if you wind up with a feast recipe because you just happen to be doing the feast thing and you got it out of the box or whatever the fuck, you know,
Some of
that's
these are
just,
cheap.
they're not cheap.
I said some of them are cheap. Some aren't cheap. Like there's one for 50,000 for called the Horde of Draconic Delicacies.
Oh, yeah, that one's not going to be cheap. That, in fact, I wouldn't even get that one. So that one is, it's a feast recipe that's kind of like, do you remember the soups at the end of Shadowlands?
Yeah.
Basically the same.
What about a soft baked fish cake?
Yeah, that's a recipe.
That's a mastery food. They want 9,100 for it.
That might be pretty good. I know I've made money on it. But it's one of the things like I check every day or so and like do a recipe scan to see like what's making money, what isn't, and I try and remember you know, at what prices I'm making pretty good money and at what prices I'm not.
Fuck it, I'm just gonna buy them. I bought them all but them. That way I can make up my own, you know, crit food, mastery food. Yep, there we go.
There are also some recipes that you may want to get that you probably won't have access to. Actually, I know you won't have access to it yet. So like there's one called it's the shitty feast recipe.
Yeah.
Like it was not something I would have directed people to go get before, but now I do because we've made so much money on it so far because it was a quest requirement for barter bricks.
Shitty fish.
Yeah, the uses, whatever the fucks do, or I forget what the fuck it is. And that one, there's a dude that you got to go to in the Onaharan Plains, and then you like go and eat their leftover food, and then you go over to them and type /hungry, and they will give you the recipe. And then the other one that I'm thinking of right now is um, the deviled eggs recipe. That one's really good money, which is not surprising because it's a buff. It's a personal primary stat buff food that works in Mythic Plus.
Oh, okay.
So that one you've got to go.
Do you seek knowledge?
You've got to go to the top floor, I believe, in the what do you call it? The fucking vaults that we did for the Onyx Amulet.
Yeah.
The Zeekstra vaults, the Sieg Heil vaults. So you got to go to the Sieg Heil vaults and go to, I believe, the top floor. I might be wrong there. It may be random, but you go through, and as you're going up there, you type like /target uh, um, recipe or recipe mouse or something like that, and eventually you'll find this little green mouse, and you go and you can pick up the mouse, and you have to have a bunch of fucking cheddar in your bags before that, because every like 2 minutes or 5 minutes the mouse will eat cheddar. And if you don't have cheddar, it just runs away. But
Okay.
then for like the next 30 minutes, every 5 minutes, you've got to click the fucking mouse so that you sit down and negotiate with the mouse for fragments of a recipe. And at 30 fragments, you can finally get the fucking recipe. It's really involved. It's kind of funny. It's kind of stupid. But that has probably been my biggest money maker outside of feasts and the uses,
Okay.
whatever the fuck it is. And the feasts and the uses were just because of the quest. Honestly, it's not even necessarily that those are always good money makers, but that one is always a good money maker. And its price has just gone way the fuck up too. Like I was making nearly 30 gold per on those last night. Now it's back down to like 8 gold per, but still, it's like it's a volatile market because people can only make so much of it, and
Yeah.
it's just a really good buff food, personal buff food to have.
Stuff you're feeding me.
You better hope.
Lava beetles are expensive. Most expensive thing I've seen that I need.
Really, what are they costing now?
3 gold and 47 silver at the moment.
Shit, they're up.
Yeah, everything else is like a gold or, a few silver even.
Shit, yeah. People are all over
Even
these
the
fucking
fish.
people are all over these adaptive Draculist arm guards. If you can get that recipe as soon as you can, I fucking would.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's 80 barter bricks though. How long is that going to take? 3 weeks? 4 weeks?
It is going to take you a little time there,
Yeah, doesn't that only take? Don't you only get 21 per week?
No, you can get more than that. So
Oh, how?
So here's the thing: you get one for your first quest with that guy. That doesn't come back.
Okay, I've got 25 right now. I can't do anything with 25, but I have 25.
Okay, well, if you can't get 20, can't do more than 25, that's fine. Well, I was gonna say there are 2 quests a week that give you 5, and then beyond that, you can pick some up in a couple of places. It's like just rares and treasures and shit. And I don't know if we have that one for 10 again every week, or if that was just the introduction. Hey, here, have 10 bricks.
So, well, I've got 25 now. Where can I go to get more? Because I want everyone I can get.
You could farm rares and
Okay, so
treasures, but like the chances of you getting it out of there are slim. So you would have to farm a long fucking time.
will they come from the world boss too? I need to do the world boss. I see the world boss drops new shit.
I don't know. Well, there's no world boss up in the caverns yet.
Yeah, no, but the one outside, the one in Waking Shores, is drops a large shadow flame residue sack.
Yeah, it you got like flame crest shit in that, but no,
Yeah, okay.
it
It
did not
just
give
says
me
it
harder bricks.
says it's just flat stones and whelpling crest
Yep.
fragments, so it's not really worth doing, I don't guess.
Now, if you want to maximize your the speed you get it, you could also try and I think it's at level 10 or 11 that the currency changes.
Uh-huh.
And like as shitty as that is, it does make it more economical. So, you could pop on a contract and
Yeah, I've got a
kill
contract.
okay, so if you've got a contract on, you could now that you've got your contract on, you could run around and fucking do all the world quests. There are a few other like bi-weekly quests, and you can do that a couple times a week. And then on top of that, you can do the rares in the caverns every day. Like there are ways to expedite your process here, but like most people aren't going to want to do it because it's really fucking time consuming.
Sounds like a grind, yeah. Sounds like a hell of a grind.
Yeah,
I mean, I've got
and we know
nothing
that you're
else
lazy,
to,
so
yeah.
there's that.
Well, I mean, that's what I can really say. I've got nothing else to do. Like I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to hit this season harder than I've hit in a long time. So that is my goal.
Yeah.
So
Now another thing is like as your alts come up, there are a few things like sometimes in the digs and there are a few other things too where you'll get rewarded with stuff, and one of the rewards will be um a bind on account token for like another 250 or more rep. So that's another thing. And then if you do the heroic weekly
Yeah.
quest, that gives you 250 rep to all of the reps, including the Niffin.
yeah, I'm going to have to suck it up and do that, I guess, too.
Well, I would have done it anyways because it also can give you a 215 piece of loot that you can continue upgrading.
Oh, okay.
Now, it gave me boots, which I don't know if I want to do that or keep my current boots until I can get something higher. We'll see.
I'm with you. I'd wait and see. I'm definitely going. Yeah, the Venom Stompers are just. They
Yeah.
sound so good.
Honestly, I'm still surprised that I'm still surprised that they weren't up there this patch, and I still feel like they're gonna be a contender. And whether or not they are technically, I'm still seeing people putting in orders for them, like wanting them remade to a proper level. And I'm
Okay.
still seeing people do the same
Okay.
thing with like lariats. It's like lariat's been nerfed into the ground, but people still fucking want it. So that's a powerful motivation for you to be like, shit,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll make your stompers. Like I don't care the fact that it's I always tell people like, look, you may not want XYZ. It was just nerfed. I just want you to know that. Do you still want me to make it? And usually, sometimes they tip me extra for that kind of thing.
Yeah. I need to look.
Hell, you'd be surprised, like how well people treat you just for being nice. Like earlier today, there was a guy. Like I was doing my whole advertising my whelpling crests, right? And I haven't really been getting many bites on those. Been getting a few. I was actually really surprised that I wasn't getting too many bites. But he came to me and said, "Now you know I want to use that to upgrade my Amos of the Blue, which is a embellished item that's an epic recipe.
Yeah.
But I don't understand this upgrade system. Can I do that?" So I sat down. I spent 15 minutes explaining to him that he can't, why he can't, how he would do what he wanted to do, like the expense that's going to be involved, when he could do it, which is next week or this week if he just wanted to go to 424, that kind of stuff. And he was so happy with me. He still placed two orders for the crest for other things, and he tipped me 25K for each crest. So like just
wow.
being nice to people, you know,
Oh yeah.
it also gets around because I a lot of my repeat business comes from people that are just like, you know, I went to this person, they were just the coolest person, they were nice to me, they tried to work with me on price, or they told me about XYZ and they were just polite, and you'd be surprised how many people are just like, fuck, I'm going there. I don't care, like maybe it'll even be more expensive, but they'll explain to me why they charge what they do, and they're very nice about it, and they really just want you to get what's best for you. And I, it goes a fucking long way.
Well, we have a bunch of people just say hi and shit show. What's going on?
Oh, it's because of what's his name, Nick. Nick is he's a kid that comes and hangs out with us. He's a nice kid. He's got autism, and he's got the whole kid mentality
Okay.
where, you know, they do that kind of stuff because it's funny or something, or because they're just being so socially awkward, or sometimes it's because they're socially awkward, but they're not, or pretending to be socially awkward, which is also cool. And so that's why that is. Like every so often you will see him in the shit show and he'll just say hi, or he'll just stop by and say something like, "Love you, Sarah," or he'll drop some really bad joke or pun.
Oh,
He's
okay.
just not. He's not very good around people,
I
and
understand that. Okay. Yeah.
you know, we like having him around. So
Okay. Well, see that's good to know before you see somebody say something.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
Before you say, well, hi to you too. I don't know what the fuck this is about.
Exactly. It's good things to know. But no, I'm not. Yeah. I was just wondering. Like, I saw a bunch of people say hi. Like, what? It's weird.
Yeah, that's why.
That's okay. That's a good reason.
He's played well before, and I wish he'd come back and play with us again. But he also doesn't have a good computer. Last time I checked, his PC was like, um like a network PC from like a decade ago that was pulled out of an office that he could do like some
you
light
seek
cloud
knowledge?
gaming on, or something like that.
Yeah, I understand.
We
My
have
very
been
first
scattered
computer I
so
tried
long.
to start gaming on, like seriously gaming on, playing WoW and more hardened game, with just an old laptop that I didn't really know anything about, and tried playing games on it. Like I think I probably got 20 frames maybe in WoW back in Burning Crusade, and like it was absolutely horrible. And then my first actual kind of computer that could run stuff decent was a little $300 piece of shit from Walmart that I bought a $150 graphics card and threw into it. Uh,
A very real and actually decent strategy when you have no PC.
well, I mean, it worked. Actually, up until last year, my parents were still using the monitor from it, from the package deals that I bought from
Yeah,
Walmart. So that tells you how good that done. Because I bought that thing back in, I guess when Wrath come out. I think I bought it for Wrath.
yeah.
So that tells you how good that monitor lasted at least. Um, and yeah, and then only the past 10 years or so, less than that really. I've been learned how to build a computer and upgrade and things like that.
It'd probably still be a decent little like Chrome OS Chromebook type deal that you just didn't do in a laptop chassis.
Oh yeah, I don't even know what the hell happened to that desktop now. I have no clue. I don't know what happened to it. I honestly forgot what I did with the damn thing. I think it just quit and I may have just threw it out. I don't remember. It's
Pull
bothering
the
me
hu-
now.
pull the hard drive out and turn it into a really shitty external for somebody, and then pull out the old optical drive and just.
I think it had a 100 gigabyte hard drive if I remember correctly.
That's why I'm gonna pull out old optical drives when my nephew gets into high school. We're gonna do a project, and then I'm gonna teach him all about um, how to burn his initials in the ceiling of the school.
Remember the CD burners that would let you make labels on the other side too? Remember those?
Yep.
Yeah, I had one of those. That was what was in it. It was a CD burner. CD burner, not DVD burner. A CD burner that you could
Yep.
burn away. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I was honestly thinking today though, or because we were talking at work about Blu-rays, and I was explaining to him how people still buy Blu-rays because you still get better quality on high-end Blu-rays than you can digital.
That's true.
And they looked at me funny, like, "What, really?" I'm like, "Yeah." And uh, the other girl I work with, she's like, I don't even have a Blu-ray player." I'm like, "Yeah." I'm thinking about actually when I upgrade my computer again of buying a case that had a slot for an optical drive so I could have a Blu-ray drive in it.
Yeah, I have one. And
So
you know, it's not even just about that, especially with like the older people, and a lot of younger people now are trending in this direction because we've seen how horrible the other route is. A lot of people are moving towards like they they want to own physical media again,
yeah,
because they keep on running into shit where it's like, oh, by the way, your game or your show or whatever that you purchased permanently to own on our cloud service is just no longer available. Fuck
yep.
you. It's in our terms. We can tell you to fuck yourself.
I know people that are legit afraid to buy games on Steam because of it. Because they're like, one of these days, like, what, Steam's gonna go out and you're not gonna be able to get any of your games ever again.
That's the way I was with Steam when I first started out. I was like, there ain't no way I'm gonna do this. That doesn't make any fucking sense. And now it's just sort of it's the
Well,
way
it's
things are. So
yeah,
it's
it's
like,
the
all
way
right.
you buy games now is on Steam. Like I mean, 99% of all computer games run through Steam. It
Yeah,
seems like.
I would be much more worried about it if they didn't have like 95% of the market share.
Yeah,
And you know, at some point they won't, and then I will probably worry about it more.
I'm
again.
waiting on Amazon to buy it out or something like that.
Well, the thing is, I feel like the people at Valve actually are there for more than just the paycheck. They kind of like want
Hey,
to.
they make some good ass games too. Plus, they got the probably one of the best VR headsets that you can buy, and
Yeah.
their hardware's decent. They make good hardware too. Like it's not just. I mean, so Valve's kind of awesome. I mean, they made some of the most legendary games, and you know the Half-Life series, and you know it's just Portal. It's amazing. So
Yep.
Valve's a hell of a company. I'm sitting here making pebbled rock salts.
Good way to make money. Well, maybe not good way, but it's a way. And
Well,
if
no,
nothing else, if you feel like doing that instead of buying them, you know, it's not a time saver, but it's absolutely it's a money saver. Like you can save fairly significantly on
well,
the ones that you make.
you need them for all the other recipes. Like you need the rock salts and the spices. So
Yeah.
I'm sitting
So you
here.
may as well make them in bulk.
Yeah, I made almost 5,000 of the spices, and now I'm doing the same with the rock salts. I will have plenty of inventory. It's cheap enough. Like I've spent about 20K on everything since I've started.
Yeah, it's really not bad.
No.
And if you put your mind to it with cooking, like, and it does require a little more like auction house babysitting.
Yeah, I get that because there's a
But
lot of people that can do it.
well, that and it's another cross server market,
Yep, I get
which
it.
makes it's very fast moving. But like when I decide to do it, I do two things. One, sometimes I it's like every time I log into my auction characters, I will put up like another 150 food items.
Okay.
Um, and then I'll just log off after I'm done with my auction stuff. And then usually at night, but not always, sometimes during the day, like if I have time and I just feel like it and I'm watching YouTube or something like that, I'll log in and I will put up, I'll put them up, 25 items at a time and just sit there and like every 5 to 20 seconds put up another 25. And if I sell half of them and have to recall it and then do it again, or sometimes I'll just leave it up because like if I know that I'm not going to be back to put more up again in a certain amount of time, I just like, it'll fucking expire on its own. And if I'm lucky, then someone will come and buy a stupid amount and still wind up buying some of mine anyway.
I'm glad you told me to get this fucking chef hat because, god damn, this would really suck without that shit.
Yep.
That would be horrible. Because, yeah,
It would have been fairly discouraging.
this is really quick. Yeah, I mean, I'm able to make thousands of these and not feel like I'm not wasting time.
Yeah, whereas without it, like you're watching the bar drag and you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna be here all night, and I just wanted to make 20 rock salts.
Yeah, says I'd be done making another 1,000 rock salts in 900 seconds. So that's really not bad. But I'm not making that many rock salts. I could make that many. But I'm saving so many resources too. The number that on the create all button keeps kind of stopping for a minute.
Yep. And then you'll start seeing like it stacks up, and you're like, oh, looks like I get to make more when I'm done.
Our
Yep.
flight has much to offer.
It's actually kind of impressive for like how little resourcefulness and multi-craft you actually have, just how much you actually get out of it.
Oh.
Especially since there's no talents or anything that you can do with it.
Revenge served cold. That's funky. Gain 67 crit and verse for an hour? I didn't even know that existed. When did this come about? Kinky. Because I'm still learning the recipe from the fillet of fangs, too. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, the single secondary step recipes variably sell well. Sometimes they sell really well. Sometimes they just sell okay. Sometimes they don't
There
sell
we go.
great.
Fillet of fangs let me learn 3 recipes before that thing went away.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I meant. Some of that stuff will actually like you'll learn more than one, which is why I was saying, just watch it.
I am. Nope. Glad you're here to guide me through this. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
I'll tell you what too. The first time you log in and you do that recipe search and you're like, holy shit, something's selling stupid well for some reason, and you make like 1,000 of them and you shove them on the auction house and you're like, I just made 200,000 gold. It feels good.
God, that was quick. Learning recipes quick. Aw. I don't have anything else that'll teach me a recipe now.
Aw. Oh man.
Wait, no, I do. Never mind. Thrice spice mammoth kebab? I forgot I got recipes up above what I said. So yeah, I can still learn using the thrice spice mammoth kebab. I just need the almighty mighty mammoth ribs, which are ridiculously high at the moment.
Well then, let us proceed.
Well, okay, and they're 8 gold apiece. They're high though.
That's actually not bad.
You said they
Like,
were ridiculous the other day.
yeah, it was last night or the night before. The night the patch came out. And they probably got better and worse during it. But like when I was doing it, I turned around and I was making the fucking stews. The stews need that, and that shit was expensive. It was like 50 or 60 gold per, and I was still making money on the stew, like good money on the stew. So someone grabbed that market and made a fucking killing.
Go. And
Forgot to learn my salt baked
cannot
fish cake.
defend itself. Charmed.
I think that one's actually doing really well right now too.
I wasn't paying any attention. It won't teach me anything though.
Now.
Right now, I'm wanting to learn recipes and get my skill up. I'm up to 75. I think all this shit's going to my bank too because my bag's full. There we go. Roast duck delight. I want some duck delight. That sounds fantastic. Duck is delicious. You like duck, John?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of duck. Don't get duck all that often, but
It's expensive, but it's tasty.
yeah, it's damn tasty. I'll fucking give you that.
Oh, come on. Okay, 98, 99, 100. There we go.
Congratulations.
Yay.
Now you gotta hope that you never have to make feasts, because those suck. No, seriously, they suck.
Yeah, the recipes look stupid.
It's not just the recipes too, because like the recipes, they do involve like a bunch of other food that you then have to craft or buy off the auction house.
Yeah, like
That's
the
stupid enough.
grand banquet of the cow that you need for the quest. Holy crap!
Yep. Well, the other thing is that there's like 3 or 4 recipes that can make that, right?
Yep. That's a lot. What the fuck's a celebratory cake? Where the fuck do you get that at?
This is a good question. I forget.
Like, do you have to craft it? Is it what the fuck is a celebratory cake? It's a complete RP thing. Like it said, set out the cake to celebrate a momentous occasion.
Roll your thing down to see recipes you don't have, and then hover over the little exclamation
that
point
makes
recipe
sense.
you don't have, and it'll tell you where it comes from.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Celebratory cake recipe unlearned. Quest after my own heart in the Oharn Plains. Or Onaharn, however you pronounce it. Celebratory cake.
Am I dreaming?
You know, people got shit to celebrate. Sometimes you need a cake.
No.
You're a Southerner. You know the rule.
Mm.
Someone dies, time for a pound cake.
Pineapple upside down cake. That's a big one where I'm from. It's pineapple
well,
upside down.
Yeah, that's up there too. I'll give you that one.
I'm just saying that's the one that it seems like everybody in my family makes. It's fucking pineapple upside down cake. My grandma has made 3 of those since I moved in. For 2 for church and 1 for a funeral.
Yep.
I'm just
that
like,
right there is Southern fucking hospitality.
Yep.
The South, where when a funeral passes by, everybody stops their entire fucking car and literally everywhere stops.
That is law in North Carolina and Tennessee. You are legally required to pull over to the side of the road for a funeral procession. You can get
Really?
Yes,
I didn't know that.
you can get a ticket in North Carolina and Tennessee if you do not pull over for a funeral procession.
And I'll tell you what, like the other states that are not southern states, that is so foreign to them that they just flat out don't know it.
Yeah, but I mean, I know North Carolina literally just made it a law not too long ago. Like that's something that was legalized a while back. Of course, I mean, that was one of those things where,
Illegalized.
yeah, I mean, public, you know, the vast majority then of North Carolina assembly was Republican.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all.
Only until recently as it started to become more democratic. Like North Carolina has slowly eased its way into more of a purple state. So, but it's slowly been going that way the last few years.
I think that's been happening in a lot of places, but I think a lot of it's because, you know, there are a lot of younger generations where like entire voting blocks are almost exclusively Democrat. It's like Republicans are well represented, but it doesn't feel that way when you look at the voting rolls, and you're like, you know,
Oh yeah.
It just makes more sense to have a Democrat run and win here.
We were talking about that at work again the other day with the other lady who works at the other house. She's from California, okay? So she's pretty liberal in a lot of things.
You don't say.
And
California and a liberal.
Yeah,
Well,
but we were talking about it, and she was talking about how one of our clients gets calls from the Republican Party in North Carolina asking for donations. I mean, this is a guy, bless his heart, wonderful guy. He's probably got an IQ of 20. Okay,
yep.
I mean, he's pretty disabled, and getting calls from the Republican Party wanting to know if he wants to donate.
Yep.
So I was telling her, like, my similar story was when I still get text messages from the Democratic Party in North Carolina asking if I want to donate. And I'm just like, you guys really don't pay attention to the voter registration, do you? Like, because if you did, you would see I'm registered Republican. Like, you would not be calling me if you paid attention to the voter roll. You would have.
Well, what they do is they don't have. They contract out to somebody else or get a bunch of volunteers that don't have access to the voter rolls because it's cheaper for them to just pay like 2 cents a call, and
if that it's volunteers usually.
Yeah,
I get they're probably not even paying for it, but and and I only registered Republican so I could vote for Trump in the primary. Back when Trump was running. Because in North Carolina, you were only able to vote in the primary of the party you were registered to. So if you was independent, you wasn't able to vote in the primaries.
Yeah.
So I registered Republican just so I could vote in the Republican primary. And then it turned out that was also the year that they changed it to where if you were independent, you could actually pick one of the primaries to vote in.
Yeah.
So
my entire family is about as red could be, right?
But, yeah. My family's pretty much that way too.
In our local government, years and years ago, they made it where if you wanted to vote in the primaries, or if you wanted to vote in general, you really had to be a Democrat. So my entire family voted Republican on everything, but were registered Democrats for decades and decades because of how the local voting laws worked.
Yeah, that's how my grandpa was. My grandpa was a registered Democrat. I mean, And he supported the Democratic Party for a lot, but he was actually a really conservative guy. So I mean, but what he grew up, the Democratic Party he grew up knowing is not the same Democratic Party it is today. Like
Yeah.
it's completely different. Like if he knew half of the shit, God, he'd be rolling in his grave right now. The shit that's on it.
I fucking believe that, man.
He voted for Trump. He was,
Well, like my
Democrat voted
grandmother,
for Trump.
my grandmother's an out and out fucking communist, right?
Yes, you said this, Erwin.
You know, I've said it. I've said it multiple times before. My grandmother is basically a fucking communist.
That's fun.
She's a registered Democrat. She became Democrat after my grandfather died. Like during his military career, they were hardcore Republican, and then due to some Republican bill or something, like she was able to get his retirement, which was way less than it should have been, or Social Security. Uh, so she's been bitter about that forever, and over time has become an out and out communist. But when you describe the things that actually go on in the Democratic
Charmed.
Party, she gets pissed because a
Mm.
lot of it she just doesn't she doesn't realize that's an actual thing now, and it makes her so mad.
I get it. I get it. It's on both sides too. I ain't just saying. There's a lot of Republicans that
You know,
vote and say for
there are a
some
lot of
crazy shit too.
Republicans. There are a lot of Republicans that would really like to. I mean, there are a lot of them that don't like a lot of the shit that goes on in the party, but a lot of them would like. They're like, I would absolutely vote libertarian or something like that because
That's me.
like even if I don't necessarily agree with them value
Oh
wise, I
shit.
agree with them on a lot, at least policy wise. So I would go that way. I just don't think they could win, so I don't.
Yeah, I know.
Which is why
That's
you
how I mean.
actually have a lot of people that are really conservatives, but they've started to slowly call themselves more libertarian,
That's me.
even though well, yeah, you're probably there. There are a lot of people that are like that. It's like, what, that are really more Republican than they are libertarian, or conservative than they are libertarian.
Yeah.
But they'll say libertarian because it's like when you look at the libertarian platform, like libertarians tend to
They get a bad rap. Libertarians really get a
they
bad rap.
do. They do, but what I was going to say is they have a great tendency to agree with various groups about certain things, but disagree about why.
Yep.
And it's often that separates them. It's the why.
I've noticed because I've grown more libertarian the older I get. The older I've gotten, the more libertarian I've become. I've noticed this, especially the last few years. Um,
Yeah. So
with all the extremist Democratic stuff going, the extreme liberal sides of things that's out there, I'm just like, okay, if that's what you want to do with your life, I don't give a shit. It's just,
yeah.
like I'm not going to argue with you because it does no good to argue with you. It's like I'd have better luck arguing with a rock, but it's I'm just like, go ahead, do what you want. I don't care.
I usually don't want to argue with people about it, particularly since my accident. Like my
I
that was
love
something
arguing with people.
that my I used to.
I still do sometimes. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
used to, and then my therapist pointed out just how much it was continuing to follow that was tearing up my
Yeah, that makes sense.
tearing up my life. So he said, "Look, maybe try not doing that." And I said, "All right, I'll try."
But that's not
And
as
and and,
fun.
and he was fucking right. He was.
I get it.
And so I don't argue as much, but like a lot of times, um, I sit there and I think about it and I talk about it with people. I want to understand where they're coming from because a lot of times,
That too.
even if their
Yeah.
even if their solution may not be what I want, a lot of times we can agree on the issue that brought them to that place. We can say, okay, you're right.
Yes.
That's incorrect. Like personally, I get it. You want this done. I'd rather come at it from this angle, but we're there. we both agree it's an issue, and it's very unfortunate, and it shouldn't be that way. And that tends to win a lot of points with people. They go, all right, okay. At the very least, I understand you're not a monster. You just see this in a different light. We both agree it's a problem. It makes a big difference.
Do you need silk and gem dust to create fortune cookies? Really? What the fuck?
Yep.
Fuck this game.
What's wrong with silk and gem dust?
Looks like the 6-month sub I just paid for Tuesday.
What, don't you have like 150,000 silk and gem dust like me?
No.
Oh,
Give me
I'm
a few.
sorry, sweetie.
Yeah. Look at the pastry packet. Where is this? Oh, Jesus.
Pastry pack comes from the cooking vendor, I believe.
Yeah, I see that. I'm just trying to figure out how I can make these feasts. And some of them I don't even have the recipe for yet, like the magma thrasher. And... Well, I do have
Honestly,
that.
the fact that you have to make so many of them means that, like, it sometimes it's actually worth it just to buy the shit. It depends on prices, of course, but like sometimes it's like, god damn. I've got to make 6 of this and 6 of that and 7 of this and 3 of that.
Magma
and then at the end of the
Thrasher
day,
is a crafting reagent. Where the fuck did those come from? It's a blue crafting reagent.
yeah, it's something that you catch. It's a fish.
Oh, it's a fish. Okay, it's a rare fish. Got it. That makes sense.
I'll tell you what, that's the thing that's gonna piss you off, because it pisses me the fuck off. It's the fucking fish.
Well, I have fishing mats too, so I can go fish anything I need to. Be a pain in the ass. I don't want to do it, but I can go fish.
Yeah,
Magma Lasher sounds like it's something you would get in lava pools.
Yeah, I think it's Magma Thresher, isn't it?
Yeah, Thrasher, whatever. Yeah, Thresher, whatever.
Yeah, fucking Blizzard can eat my entire fucking ass over what they did with the goddamn ice fin tunas.
The ice fin tunas. What did they do with the ice fin tunas?
So this is how ass it is. It can only be fished in special fishing holes.
Yeah.
Right. If you want to buy it off the auction house, which is probably the better choice because it's really fucking rare catching them, then what you've got to do is you got to go buy them off the auction house, and then they come as a packaged thing that you have to individually open, because they're like frozen ice fish tunas or something like that. So you scrape the ice off, then you have 1 hour to use them, or
Okay.
they become like rotten ice fish tunas.
Oh wow.
So, and if I remember correctly, when you open them up, when that happens, you get like maybe meat and not enough fucking decayed essences for it to really be an optimal way to get them. But they do not stack.
We will not repeat our history.
Oh, that's nice too.
Yeah, they don't stack. So you wind up with all these ice fin tunas, and you've got to open like 50 of them at a time or something like that, and then craft feast, and then open another 50, and then craft feast, and then open another 50, then craft feast, and by that, eventually you're getting to the point. It's like, okay, and now I can only open 30 of them because I've actually made some feasts, and it's like, it sucks so bad. It's stupid, and they should be. The person that came up with that system should be beaten and tossed out of the industry.
We do not condone violence. We do not condone violence. But yeah.
Beaten and tossed out of the industry.
Somehow I started. Wow, somehow I started my Spotify with that. I mean, what the Fuck.
I mean, seriously, that's some fucking garbage right there. Like, who the fuck comes up with who said, you know what? This seems like it would be fun. This
It
seems
is
like
fun.
gameplay that our players are going to enjoy. What the fuck is that?
Fun, intuitive gameplay.
Oh god damn it! I'm already past my flights. That's why the flight stones are red, because I'm not earning them anymore.
You're at your limit. Yeah.
Fuck you, Blizzard. Come on.
Just go upgrade some worthless shit so you
Yeah, but why would I even bother doing that? That's
because it's the only way you're going to get more funds.
yeah, but like, oh, that's so stupid.
Isn't it? I was saying this the last time when they were capping the flight stones. I'm like, but everything's going to get flight stones. So why the fuck are they capping them? Why? Like, if you're getting, like, what? You're already capped the third day into the patch. Are you kidding me?
I've
Yeah.
probably been capped for a while, honestly.
Yeah, and you just now noticed. Yeah. But that's what I said Monday. Like, it's ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. I'm going off on a John rant now. God damn. The fuck's a copper coin of the Isles? Why do I have 4 of them?
Have you been doing fishing or something?
No.
Well, that's how you usually get them. You get them in fishing. You get them in the Kalawak.
Can be exchanged for goods with the Great Swag.
Yeah, it's a big ass frog. You can trade up. Eventually, you can buy a thing. You can get a mount. You can get there's a bunch of stuff.
Questionable jerky.
I'm a jerk-
My bags are full. I'm trying to clean some shit out of my bags. That's what I'm trying. Oh, well, I can clear that. A couple of these trinkets I'm not going to use or upgrade or anything. And for some reason, my Spotify just started playing out of nowhere. I'm like, what fucking button did I hit to cause my Spotify to automatically start playing?
You know what? Rave might be right because I'm starting to get these world quests respawning.
Really?
Come see
Yeah.
me again.
I don't have any.
Well, yeah, but you suck. So
No, I'm going. Ooh. Don't make me come down there.
you're welcome to.
Uh-huh. And you say that now. I've got to go talk to somebody in the loan. Trying to craft my roast duck delight. God damn it!
Man, I haven't had one of Kang's ducks in a long time. You're making me fucking hungry.
Man, I want duck too. Ever since I saw this recipe, like I want some fucking duck. It sounds fantastic.
Yeah, I get we get or did. You know, it's been a while, but we used to get duck every fucking year. My grandfather owned a shoe repair business, and we live in an area where there's a lot of Vietnamese. You know, when they when the ones came over after the war that were able to make it here and survive and what have you. A lot of them came in our area, so there's a lot of Vietnamese, and he had employed a few of them over the years. They were all very grateful. The one that he employed the longest that's still alive, um, for many years, every year, every year he and his wife would bring us Peking duck that they made
Oh,
on
that sounds.
Christmas, and often on Thanksgiving as well.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Oh, it was amazing, and the guy was a cool dude too. Like he was a little older, not like my grandfather old, but he was older, and we would like he taught me a lot about his culture when I was growing up. It was really neat hearing his stories. He used to tell me about hunting pigs and hunting tigers and the recipes that they had with that, and his time growing up in Vietnam. Just a stand-up dude. Eh, Weird guy too. Like it was always really interesting to me, and we've kept in touch over the years. Like he actually he bought a house in our neighborhood,
Yeah.
in my mom's neighborhood, not my grandfather's. It was a new development, and it was a kind of development where you you would go and come you would go to their house designs, and then you would be able to customize it and do little things and stuff like that. One of the things that he wanted to do, he wanted the kitchen to be immaculate. So the first thing he did was, as soon as he bought the house, he went and he bought a bunch of used appliances from like a junkyard. And he put them all out in his garage. So he had he you know, for like 25 years he had this kitchen inside that was pristine, never used. Just gorgeous. Perfect as the day he bought it. No one was allowed to go in it and use it and what have you. Everything was outside in the garage, so that when he would sell the house, he would have this pristine, unused kitchen without having to buy new appliances.
Oh wow.
And I thought that was fascinating. That's the way that his mind worked, and I'm sure that did interesting things for the price, or at least for the investment, right before he
Sounds
sold the
fascinating.
place.
Can you make the fishing tool?
Yeah, pe- people are just now starting to get into fishing and cooking and stuff. Like I was literally giving you jackasses this
I
shit
know.
for
Kiss my
free.
ass. Kiss my
Everybody's like,
fucking ass.
I can't be bothered to get inside, and then I'd have to talk to John. I mean, this sounds like crazy shit. I
It
don't know if I
is.
want
It's
to do all
crazy
that.
ass horse shit. That's
Yeah,
exactly
I
what.
ain't gonna do all this shit. This sounds like work.
Yeah, it's
And
work. Why the fuck? Yeah.
and now people are actually having to buy materials
Piss
and do
off.
stuff like.
Piss off. Do I need to buy the good ore? The expensive rank 3 ore?
I mean, you don't need to, I guess, but I believe you do if you want to. Hold on a second. Let me take a look at my dadgum
Fine.
engineering. See what it's at.
I'll just go ahead and buy the good shit.
You're looking for the Cascarite, Fisher friend, not the
Yep,
Draconium.
yep, the Casper, right, yeah.
I'm just double checking because the Draconium one was for the barter brick quest, and I
Yeah,
made a bundle on that
I
already, and
bet
I just wanted
so,
to make
yeah.
sure.
Needed to buy 2 of those. I bought 2 of them for 900 gold apiece.
Yeah, so I'm looking at it right now, just so you know. Even the only way I can even max this out is with maxed mats and using my metal. So there's
Oh,
that.
wow, okay.
So, but like if you wanted to get a bunch of like rank 2 mats or rank 1 mats or something like that, I I could just keep on crafting it until you got what you wanted
Well,
too.
I'll
So
go ahead and get rank 3. I have, so that'll make it easier. So it's engineering, right?
user,
Oh, you're on there. Okay.
yep, I'm a hunter.
I'm a looking.
I was just farming rep.
Fishing equipment. Casgarat Fisher Friend. Okay, it's just 10 ore. Okay. Not horrible. I was expecting something a lot more.
Nah, it's not that bad.
3-step gears, 4. The arc-light capacitor. God damn. That's the high one.
You know why?
Why?
Awakened Orders.
Go.
And Cascarite ore.
Yeah, Casgarat's not that bad, though. I don't think.
It depends on how much of it you gotta buy, because it's like, right now it's damn near 90 gold per.
I made a profit on that fucking fish I bought to rank up my dollar on cooking.
Nice.
I bought it for a golden 20 and sold the leftover for a golden 50.
That's not bad.
Not bad. I'll take it. My fucking bags are full again, eh?
How the fuck are you filling up your bag so fucking fast?
Well, it's full of all these cooking mats right now.
Go put them in your bank.
That's work, John.
Yeah, that's work. Walking 15 meters in a video game
It
that you can
is.
fly in. That sounds horrible.
Boy, we're going to go at it here in a minute. I guess this primal infusion don't do me any good in my bags anymore, does it?
Not unless you need a piece of primal infusion gear.
Who needs a piece of primal infusion gear right now?
People that wound up getting well, here's the
Nobody,
thing.
exactly.
Oh, okay. No, here's the thing. Let's say that you were catching up, or let's say you had an alt that all you did on it was fucking professions, and then later on down the line, you decide, okay, I guess I'll get some gear and actually play it. And let's say you've maxed out your rep, so you got free primal infusions, right? Uh, you have 5 sparks of ingenuity still. Like you can't get any more. The random ones don't come anymore, but you still start off with those 5. That quest isn't no longer in the game. It's not like you can't get any more. So you could still make primal infusion gear in theory. Like if you just decided that you wanted to do that because it's catch up gear for you and you don't have to it's something that you're going to wind up crafting again later anyway.
Okay,
There
there's a
is a
guild
use case, but for you, no, you probably won't want it.
Does that go out then? I just deleted it. That and my low end Titan Matrix. This set did me absolutely no good too. Deleted those. Got 3 dragon shards of knowledge taking up a bag space I could go do something with. I really wish these untapped forbidden knowledge were BOA, but I could sell those too.
I have many wares.
Fisher friend.
These tokens of merit do no good, right? For Dragonflight Season 1, the tokens.
Tokens of merit. I don't know.
The ones you got the buy gem slots and shit last season.
Oh, no, because they removed everything that you could do with them other than the gem slots. Like there were other things that you could do with it this week,
Yeah.
except they removed everything. So like there were a couple things that you could have bought.
Really
Like if
sucks.
you have 6 of them, you could still put a socket on your gear if you feel like it.
Yeah, but it's old gear. Right? No, I only had 4 of them. So
Yeah, I just toss them.
I did.
I'm pretty sure that those do not carry over to the next season.
No, it said season 1. It even says
Yeah.
Dragon Fight season 1 on the description. Oh, that's all I see I can get rid of right now. Well, got some old ass shit in here too, probably. I've still got the Boar Soul quest from Shadowlands in my. Uh,
Many farewells.
fucking Shadowlands.
Fucking Shadowlands.
Yay! Now what do I want? Do I want perception on that probably?
Yeah. Perception for better rare stuff when you're fishing, basically.
That's kind of what I thought. Go get me some magma threshers, but I don't want to buy them.
Why not?
Because I don't want to buy them.
Why not?
Because I don't want to buy them.
You pussy.
Now,
I'm going to go fishing instead. Because fishing's fun. Don't you like fishing, John?
You know, it's nice in real life. It's not even something that I would do often in real life, but you know.
Yeah, but now you can do it in a video game all day long.
Yeah, it's so much fun. It's a joy to do.
Where the fuck's wrong? Go find me a nice lava pool to fish in, apparently.
Many lucky doos you like. Farewell.
I'm a lava your pool.
Yeah, bring it on, big boy.
It is Thursday.
It is. Well, yep, for 5 more minutes.
Well, I'm from the past. For me, it's another hour and 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. I really feel like I should be doing world quests.
You can,
I don't want to.
so don't.
I'm not.
Well, good then.
Sure could use that lum niff and rip though.
So do it.
I don't want to.
This argument's becoming a little circular then, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, a little circle.
Aid Earth Caller Yeva.
in her efforts to combat
Alright, now let's see if I can find a lava place to fish without being attacked. There we
Who
go.
would have thought that you're so lazy when it comes to progression that you're like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go level a profession that I never really wanted to level.
Which one?
Cooking.
Cooking. Yep. Maxed out. With a dollar on hat.
That's the way you do it.
And
If
now,
it's not the way you do it, then you're doing it wrong.
now I'm fishing for magna threshers. I wonder if I need to look at wellhead again. I'm sure there's a better way to do this. That's all I'm getting is junk.
Well, you know, just suck less. It'll be fine.
Don't make me kimchi.
Come at me,
Oh,
baby.
to see the pools, you need Tuskar Renown 15 and 3 polished sea basalt, which can be found near the fishing trainer of Lake and Shore. And note, you need the 3 polished basalts to create the lava fish tracker.
Huh. See, I've caught it without that, so they must actually technically exist regardless of that.
Beware there are mobs near most spawns. I know, they're talking about the prospect.
Anyway, I'm gonna hop out of voice, man. I'm gonna talk at you later.
Okie dokie, you have a good one.
Great fish gather in droves. Go, gather meat for us and bring back stories of your exploits.
I'm just learning to fish. Fishing so exciting. The most fun you can have in World of Warcraft. Fishing. No. No, it's really not. I don't have the renown to see the fish, apparently. So I've been slacking. I didn't even know this was a thing.
As a good friend and the loyal supporter I know you are, I call upon your help at this time.
I believe our goals to be aligned, friend. I would be honored to have your continued support in our efforts to secure the Citadel.
I'm getting shit, too. Alright. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours, so call it a night. I'm getting tired. It's after midnight. Got one